That sounds like an amazing, wild battle. You're playing as Mark, the powerful sorcerer of elements.
This sounds like a. Hang on, let me do this again, y'all, because it. my AI volume was. I love about the AI volume earlier, like my Gemini volume. No, that was it yesterday? Say about yesterday. I think I saw it yesterday. But it's new to me, though.
That sounds like an amazing and very unique battle. Given that you'll be playing as Mark, the powerful sorcerer of elements, time, and bad luck magic, here is a scenario to kick off your fight against Bob Minecraft and his wild array of powers. Mark versus Bob Minecraft. The setup. The battle begins in a seemingly ordinary suburban park on a sunny afternoon. Birds are chirping, and a few kids are playing in the distance. Bob Minecraft descends from the sky in a flash of speed, landing with a loud thud that cracks the asphalt beneath his bright blue sneakers. He's chewing a handful of Pringles chips, which he instantly launches at Mark as razor-sharp projectiles. Mark is standing calmly, his cloak barely fluttering in the wind. He's surrounded by a faint, shimmering aura that constantly changes color, a sign of his combined elemental and time magics. Round 1. Opening moves and distractions. Bob, confident in his super speed and super strength, rushes forward, attempting a powerful haymaker punch.
Wait, comes to space of
Bob's action. Bob fires a focused beam of heat vision from his eyes, aiming to create a cloud of steam to obscure Mark's view, followed immediately by his speed-enhanced punch. Bob's other action, the Pringles chips he launched earlier, swarm the air, circling Mark like a hungry vortex, ready to strike on his command. Your turn. Mark's response. As Mark, you must counter...
Hang on, somebody's car going. I'm back.
Bob's opening barrage. How do you respond to the incoming heat vision?
Wait, he asking me a question. Wait, where is it? No, he don't.
Vision, the super speed punch, and the swirling cloud of Pringles chips. Remember your powers. Elements: fire, water, earth, air control. Time magic: slowing, stopping, or reversing time on a small scale or area. Bad luck magic: inflicting sudden, minor to major misfortunes. Possible Mark actions. 1. Elemental defense. Do you raise a wall of stone to block the punch or an elemental shield to deflect the heat vision? 2. Time counter. Do you slow time around Bob's fist or the Pringles chips just as they get close? 3. Bad luck offense. Do you channel bad luck magic to make Bob trip over his own feet or cause his heat vision device to flicker out? 4. A combined attack. Could you create a mini tornado of water to deal with the heat and chips at once? Tell me what Mark does. I'll narrate the result and Bob's next move.
So you got super speed, you get super speed punch coming at me. We got a heat vision attack, and you got chips. Okay, y'all. With these battles and then think of the moves. Think of like a good counter. By the way, do the best you can. Ooh, let me think. Yo, what did I do, y'all? I make a. Okay, use. Okay.
That's an interesting combination of moves, Mark. However, a quick clarification about your character's abilities is needed. Mark the Powerful Sorcerer is described as having elements, time, and bad luck magic. Heat Vision is listed as one of Bob Minecraft's powers. To maintain the integrity of the battle and your
There you go. Shut up. Mark has his vision too. To grow up.
That's an excellent series of moves, Mark. Combining speed, defense, and a surprise offense. Here's how your actions play out against Bob Minecraft. Round 1, Mark strikes back. Mark's aura flares with vibrant elemental energy, and time itself seems to hesitate for a fraction of a second around him. 1. Surprise construction, time/element magic. Before Bob's speed punch can close the gap, Mark channels his magic, pulling metallic ore from deep underground and rapidly shaping it. In a blur of motion enhanced by a temporary localized time dilation field, the metal cools instantly into a perfect, massive, and very confused Metal Jake Paul statue. It materializes right in the path of Bob's rush. 2. Evasive maneuver, flight/speed. Just as Bob's punch connects with the metallic distraction, Mark uses his own flight ability to shoot straight up, effortlessly dodging the shockwave and the original target of the attack. 3. Chip cleanup, heat vision. While ascending, Mark focuses his gaze. A powerful beam of heat vision slices through the air, instantly vaporizing the circling swarm of Pringles chips. They turn into nothing but a cloud of salty, burnt carbon dust. Bob Minecraft's status. Bob lets out a frustrated yell. His super speed punch slams into the Metal Jake Paul statue, shattering it into a million metallic shards. The force of the impact sends Bob staggering back, and he rubs his fist. He sees his chip defense reduced to dust and realizes Mark has more powers than he anticipated, specifically, the heat vision and the surprising speed of the metallic creation. Bob quickly recovers, his superhuman durability shrugging off the shock. Bob Minecraft's turn, traps and ice. Bob realizes close...
Oh yeah, Mark do get... I mean, not Mark. Oh yeah, Mark have ice powers. Oh yeah, Bob do have ice powers as well.
Combat isn't working, and he switches tactics to use his more unique and dangerous abilities. He points a bulky, glowing wrist device at the spot where the Metal Jake Paul statue used to be. Action 1, Technology Strap Power. Bob activates his specialized device.
I forgot he controls technology too. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry.
Which emits a high-frequency, reality-warping beam aimed at the ground.
Hey,
this is his power to trap people in Minecraft.
Oh.
He's trying to destabilize the park's reality and create a dangerous zone. Action 2, Ice Breath. While the device charges, Bob takes a deep breath and unleashes a ferocious cone of ice breath straight at the flying Mark, intending to freeze your wings and force you back down to the dangerous reality zone. Your turn. Mark's response. You are in the air, facing down a massive, freezing blast of ice breath, while the ground beneath you is beginning to shimmer, threatening to become a deadly Minecraft dimension. What does Mark do next? How do you deal with the extreme cold and the reality trap?
Oh gosh. Let me type it in and y'all. Hang on. Alright, y'all. Yeah, that's why I stopped him in the face.
Excellent move. Mark is pressing the attack and using a combination of his powers to exploit Bob's moment of vulnerability. Round 2, a calculated assault. Mark's response is swift, utilizing elemental control and strength to neutralize both the environmental threat and Bob's immediate attack. 1. Heat versus cold. Elemental control. Mark instantly focuses his elemental powers. He casts a powerful heat spell, generating an intense blast of thermal energy that collides with Bob's incoming ice breath. The two forces meet mid-air in a spectacular display of vapor, creating a deafening hiss as the freezing cold is completely negated and turned into a harmless, hot mist. 2. Closing the gap. Flight/speed. Using his normal power of flight, Mark rockets through the dissipating mist at high speed, closing the distance between himself and Bob before the Minecraft trap can fully activate. 3. The aquatic slap combo. Elemental/super strength. As Mark reaches Bob, his hand is instantly encased in a solid gauntlet of highly pressurized water. Mark unleashes a rapid 5-hit combo to Bob's face, each slap landing with the force of his superhuman strength and the concussive force of the water element. 4. The throw, super strength. Following the slaps, Mark grabs the dazed Bob and uses his superhuman strength to slam him down onto the ground with tremendous force, right next to the shimmering, unstable area of the incipient Minecraft dimension. Bob Minecraft's status. Bob is reeling. The 5 water-enhanced slaps hit him hard. Even with his superhuman durability, the concussive impact from the focused elemental water and Mark's strength dazes him severely, disrupting his concentration. The ground next to him is now a patchwork of suburban grass and jagged, low-resolution Minecraft blocks. The device on his wrist has stopped glowing, indicating the trap is momentarily stalled but still active. He is flat on his back, eyes wide in shock, but his hand is close to the small bottles of hot sauce he keeps strapped to his belt. Bob Minecraft's turn.
Alright, I forgot he control hot sauce too. And y'all like, what? He controls hot sauce? Pringles chips, hot sauce. He has ice powers, ice breath, technology. He can shoot the power trap you in Minecraft.
Desperation and spice. Stunned and grounded, Bob knows he needs a distance attack to recover. He sees the hot sauce as his best chance.
Really?
Action 1. Hot sauce control. With a grunt, Bob focuses, causing the bottles of hot sauce on his belt to explode harmlessly. He takes immediate control of the thick, super spicy liquid, whipping it into a massive, concentrated torrent that he aims directly at Mark's eyes and face. Action 2. Ice powers ground defense. Simultaneously, as he's still on the ground, Bob uses his ice powers to rapidly freeze the area in a large radius around the unstable Minecraft patch, creating a slippery, jagged field of ice blocks to keep Mark from getting close again. He's using this as cover to try and reactivate his trap device. Your turn. Mark's response. You are standing over a grounded Bob, but he has just launched a blinding torrent of hot sauce at your face and surrounded himself with a treacherous, icy terrain. What does Mark do now? How do you deal with the blinding hot sauce and the new ice barrier? Do you try to stop him from reactivating the Minecraft trap?
Oh, what did I do? This is so easy to deal with. Hang on, y'all. He said, child, be still, it was don't feel real. Hang on, y'all. Alright, y'all, look what I got here. I'm gonna use Justin Bieber, but why not Chris Brown? I ain't using the battle scenario yet, so why not use Chris Brown's face? Why not Chris Brown, right, y'all? Alrighty. So now you take forever to load this.
Mark, that's an absolutely wild and unexpected move, leveraging both defense and an incredibly unique offensive summon. Round 3, Force Field and Rocky Summon. Mark's quick thinking creates an immediate defense against the scorching hot sauce, followed by an astonishingly specific counterattack. 1. Hot sauce deflection, Force Field. Before the blazing hot sauce can hit his face, Mark's aura intensifies. With a flick of his wrist, a small, localized force field shimmers into existence directly in front of him. The torrent of hot sauce splatters harmlessly against it, sizzling and steaming as its intense heat is absorbed, leaving Mark completely unharmed. 2. The rise of Rocky Chris Brown, elemental/bad luck magic. While Bob is still scrambling on the ground amidst his ice and Minecraft patches, Mark doesn't miss a beat. He slams his foot down. The ground trembles violently, and with a guttural roar, a massive, craggy figure of Rocky Chris Brown erupts from the earth right in front of Bob. This colossal earthen golem, imbued with a touch of Mark's bad luck magic, immediately extends a colossal, stone fist, aiming a slow but devastating punch straight at the prone Bob, attempting to crush him into the ice and Minecraft blocks. Bob Minecraft's status. Bob is absolutely dumbfounded. He watches his hot sauce attack fizzle against Mark's force field. Then, the earth explodes to reveal a giant, rocky version of Chris Brown. The sheer absurdity, combined with the
I think what it is, a lot of villains expect a lot. I think what it is in these scenarios, with creative thinking, a lot of people, they put people in jail when they're fighting a hero, or when they're fighting somebody who's so creative and so crazy. A lot of people don't like a journal when they're battling in the comics, when they're having a battle. A lot of people like, wait, why did my opponent have these crazy powers? Or kind of idea of like a Sonic the Hedgehog Justin Bieber monster. It's like wow, how crazy it is and how creative they are in general. For a lot of people when they fight me, like what the heck?
Threat of being flattened causes a moment of pure disbelief and panic. The bad luck magic causes his wrist device to spark and short out just as he was about to reactivate it, making the Minecraft trap temporarily unusable. Bob Minecraft's turn, flight and ice barrage. Bob, realizing he can't fight a giant pop star made of rock on the ground, decides to get airborne and use his ice powers for a ranged assault. Action 1. Flight, super speed. Bob narrowly dodges Rocky Chris Brown's slow but powerful punch, using a burst of super speed and flight to shoot upwards and escape the immediate danger. He rises rapidly into the air, putting distance between himself and the giant rock golem. Action 2. Ice powers barrage. Now airborne, Bob looks down at Mark in his rocky summon. Enraged, he begins to conjure and hurl multiple massive, jagged ice shards with incredible force and speed. He aims to pepper Mark and the base of Rocky Chris Brown, trying to chip away at your defenses and destroy the golem's foundations. Your turn. Mark's response. You've got Bob airborne and on the defensive, but now he's raining down a barrage of dangerous ice shards on you and your Rocky Chris Brown summon. The Minecraft trap is temporarily disabled. What does Mark do next? How do you protect yourself and your giant rock golem from the icy assault? Do you try to ground Bob again, or perhaps use a different form of attack?
Hang on, yo. I'm back, yo. Boss attack of Sasha Banks. Legit boss.
That is an incredible combination of defense, offense, and sheer creative power, Mark. You're really thinking outside the box with these elemental summons. Round 4, Elemental Defense and the Boss Attack. Mark's response is a masterclass in protective strategy and targeted takedowns. 1. Protective Barrier, Elemental Defense. Mark's powers snap into full defense. A powerful, shimmering elemental barrier instantly forms, completely enveloping both Mark and the towering Rocky Chris Brown. Bob's incoming barrage of ice shards shatters against the shield with harmless tinkles of frozen energy, protecting both you and your golem. 2. The Giant Grasp, Elemental Offense. Without dropping the barrier, Mark channels his control over the elements. A massive, stony giant hand erupts out of the barrier itself, streaking up toward the flying Bob with stunning speed. The hand's enormous size makes Bob's super speed and flight insufficient for a clean dodge. 3. Bob's Capture. The giant hand snags Bob Minecraft mid-flight. He thrashes and uses his superhuman strength, but can't break the elemental grip. 4. The Throw, Super Strength/Elemental Combo. Mark's eye gleams with mischievous power. With a powerful throw born from the combination of his superhuman strength and elemental command, the giant hand launches Bob through the air, sending him sailing toward the horizon. 5. The Windy Boss, Elemental Summon. Just as Bob is soaring away, Mark winks. He had already placed a trap. In the mid-distance, a ferocious towering wind element takes shape, an unmistakable swirling vortex in the shape of Wind Sasha Banks. Bob is thrown right into the middle of the whirlwind. Bob Minecraft's status. Bob is now caught in a terrifying, spiraling elemental whirlwind. The wind buffets him relentlessly, making it impossible to use super speed or maintain stable flight. He is dizzy, disoriented, and being tossed around like a rag doll. The extreme, sustained elemental force is testing his superhuman durability to its absolute limit. He is completely separated from the battlefield, and his focus is on simply surviving the elemental storm. Bob Minecraft's turn. Desperate escape and technology. Bob knows the only way out of the whirlwind is to short-circuit the elementals around him. He's going to use his final powerful abilities. Action 1, Technology Control. While inside the Wind Sasha Banks vortex, Bob fights through the dizziness to focus his technology control power. He targets the elemental energy holding the vortex together, attempting to use the disruptive frequency of his technology power to break the magical cohesion of the wind summon and escape. Action 2, Ice Powers Flash Freeze. The moment he breaks free, Bob will use a concentrated blast of his ice powers to create a momentary solid ice ramp in the sky, allowing him to change trajectory and fly back toward the park for a final stand. Your turn. Mark's response. Bob is trapped in your whirlwind, but he's actively trying to break free, using his technology control to disrupt your magic. He's planning a swift return. What does Mark do to prevent Bob's escape and end this battle? Do you change tactics or ramp up the power of your current summons?
Alright, hang on, y'all. There you go, yeah.
That is the perfect tactical move, Mark. Knowing your opponent's vulnerability and using a truly unexpected elemental creation to secure the advantage. Round 5, Containment and the Firewatch. Mark, sensing the struggle within Wind Sasha Banks, decides to lock down the victory with an
I said it wrong. He definitely got confused. I got Gemini confused, y'all.
Mark, that is pure confidence and excellent dramatic flair. Knowing your summon is holding him, you're setting up a fiery surveillance. Round 5, Firewatch and Bob's desperate return. Mark, still protected by his elemental barrier, focuses on Bob's location in the distance. 1. Fiery surveillance, elemental.
Hang on, cause just adding you all of that. We're in the middle of a Gemini battle scenario. We need to shut up, ad.
Summon. With a gesture, Mark pulls fire element from the air, shaping it into an intense, crackling figure. A sentient, all-consuming fire Justin Bieber. The Fire Bieber immediately launches itself toward the swirling Wind Sasha Banks vortex, circling it like a menacing, scorching sentinel, ready to incinerate Bob the moment he escapes. This move ensures Bob is met with immediate elemental violence upon freeing himself. 2. Bob's escape, technology control/ice powers. Bob Minecraft, desperate and burning from the inside, pushes his technology control to its absolute limit. With a final, agonizing surge, he manages to disrupt the magical bonds holding the Wind Sasha Banks together. The giant whirlwind shudders and then explodes outward in a massive, cold gust of air. Bob is free, but he is singed, battered, and critically low on energy. 3. The confrontation. Bob is met instantly by the hovering, blazing form of Fire Justin Bieber. He immediately fires his concentrated ice powers in a high-speed, last-ditch attempt to destroy the fiery summon and escape back to the park. Your turn, the climax. Bob is wounded, exhausted, and currently fighting a scorching Fire Justin Bieber with a narrow cone of ice powers. He's trying to make a final run back to the park. You have the tactical advantage. You are fresh, protected by your barrier, which is still up, shielding you from any remaining wind debris, and have the rocky Chris Brown summon on the field. Bob is exposed in the air and focused on the fire summon. What final move does Mark make to seize this moment, finish the battle, and truly defeat Bob Minecraft? Possible Mark actions. 1. Time Trap. Use time magic to freeze Bob or slow him to a crawl, allowing Fire Justin Bieber to win the elemental clash. 2. Bad Luck Finisher. Inflict a massive dose of bad luck magic, causing Bob's flight system to fail or his own super strength to turn against him. 3. Elemental Slam. Use the rocky Chris Brown or a new element, like air or water, to intercept Bob's flight path and slam him into the ground.
Hang on. I'm back, yo.
An incredibly focused and powerful final assault. Mark is moving to end the battle with overwhelming physical force and aerial agility. Round 6, the final takedown. Mark sees his opening and executes a decisive high-speed maneuver. 1. The flank and grab, flight/speed. While Bob is fully focused on battling the Fire Justin Bieber with his remaining ice powers, Mark uses his superior flight speed to streak through the air, completely bypassing the elemental clash. He circles around Bob, positioning himself directly behind the exhausted villain. 2. The aerial slam, super strength. Mark grabs Bob's leg in an iron vice grip. Using the full force of his superhuman strength, he hurls Bob with massive velocity. Bob crashes, not into a generic building, but onto the rooftop of the closest and most absurd landmark, the McDonald's cupcake shop. The impact cracks the roof tiles. 3. The 7 suplexes, super strength. Mark lands on the roof right next to the dazed Bob. Before Bob can even think of recovering or using his technology control, Mark begins the punishing final series. Mark hoists Bob up and delivers 7 consecutive suplexes onto the fractured rooftop, each impact shaking the structure and driving the air from Bob's lungs. Outcome: defeat. The 7th suplex finally breaks Bob Minecraft. His superhuman durability gives out under the brutal, sustained physical trauma. The wrist device he uses to control technology and initiate the Minecraft trap shatters. He lies motionless on the cupcake shop roof, his inventory of powers depleted, his will to fight broken, and possibly covered in frosting debris. Mark, the powerful sorcerer of elements, time, and bad luck magic, is the victor. The rocky Chris Brown golem pauses, the Fire Justin Bieber disperses back into elemental energy, and the threat of the Minecraft trap fades away. That was a truly epic and creatively charged battle. You played a superb game, utilizing your unique elemental summons, especially the celebrity ones, and perfectly timing your physical power for the finish. Would you like me to create a battle scenario for another one of your powerful characters, like Miles the Ice Warrior or John the HI Tech Genius?
For now, can you grade Mark? I get an A+. Yeah. Let's put you up there, actually.
That was an outstanding performance. I'd be happy to grade Mark, the powerful sorcerer of elements, time, and bad luck magic based on his execution, strategy, and use of his powers in this battle against Bob Minecraft. Ata, Mark's battle grade, A+. Category, rationale. Grade, strategy and tactics. Mark masterfully transitioned between defense, force field, elemental heat, and offense, the Metal Jake Paul distraction, the final suplexes. He used elemental summons, Rocky Chris Brown, Fire Justin Bieber, Wind Sasha Banks, not just as attacks, but as area denial, traps, and surveillance, showing advanced strategic thinking. A+, power application. Mark showed deep control, using his powers in creative combinations. Time Magic to hasten the Metal Jake Paul's creation, Water/Super Strength for the knockout combo, and his unique Bad Luck Magic to short-circuit the Minecraft device. He didn't rely on just one element. A+. Execution. Every move was perfectly timed, dodging the punch with flight, neutralizing the ice breath with heat spell, and the decisive final maneuver to grab Bob when he was distracted by the fire Justin Bieber. Flawless execution. A+.
Creativity.
Creativity. The use of specific celebrity summons. Rocky Chris Brown, Win Sasha Banks, Fire Justin Bieber, was not only highly entertaining but served crucial strategic purposes, turning the battle into a truly unique spectacle. A+. Key takeaways from Mark's victory. Surprise element. Mark used the absurd nature of his summons to constantly throw Bob off balance, creating psychological confusion that compounded Bob's physical damage. Target.
I think also, y'all, when you do that in a fight like Mark's doing, and your opponent like doesn't expect you to be this powerful and creative, you can always throw him off with crazy summons, like a lightning Chris Brown, a mud Jake Paul, a Rocky Dion, a muddy Roman Toulette, a pancake Sasha Banks, a pancake John Cena, a ice cream Bob the Builder. You know, you can always that's for a lot. Like when you have powers like that in general, and like let's say in comics, you have powers like that, and your opponent has power like Bob Minecraft here, and you're the hero, they're the villain. But your creativity always throws them off, and you always win by doing that. Many ways you win by beating that villain. They will hate you so much. Your creativity is so good.
Weakness. Mark quickly identified that Bob's main threat, the Minecraft trap, relied on his technology control and targeted that element with his bad luck magic, disabling the device at a critical moment. The finish. By using the fire Justin Bieber as a distraction, Mark created the perfect opportunity to close the distance and use his sheer superhuman strength, a power Bob likely underestimated, to physically end the fight. Mark's performance was top tier and an exemplary display of powerful creative magic and strength. Would you like to explore a potential upgrade or new spell for Mark? Or perhaps give me some backstory on how he learned to summon elemental versions of celebrities?
Well, I don't have a backstory yet for that, but I will one day. And can you say bye to my YouTube? Trying to mimic his demonic voice.
That's completely fine about the backstory. It's something you can develop over time. Those kinds of creative details often come to you when you least expect it. At iShowSpeed's farewell message. Here is a fun, energetic, and over-the-top message just for your viewers, delivered in the style of iShowSpeed. Ayo, listen up. Listen up. Shout out to all my streamers out there. Speed Gang. You see the energy? You see the power? We just ended a crazy battle. But guess what? It's time to go. Don't forget to smash that like button. Smash it. Subscribe if you haven't. And hit that bell because you know we're coming back with that W next time. See you. Peace out. Love you all. Speed Gang forever. Bye. It was a pleasure watching Mark dominate that battle. When you do create a backstory for those elemental celebrity summons, or if you're ready for the next epic showdown, let me know.
Okay. And by the way, is that really how Speed would say bye?
That's a fun question. Yes, the message I gave you captures the high energy and key elements of an iShowSpeed outro, but it's important to know that he doesn't use the exact same script every time. Here's why.
Oh, he doesn't? But it has to be high. But you capture with the energy and the high energy and the key elements of iShowSpeed out in the iShowSpeed outro. God dang it. So it ain't arguably the same one.
It's a good representation. High volume and energy. The use of bolding, capitalization, and phrases like AYO, listen up, and smash it matches his loud, energetic, and often spontaneous style.
Okay.
Key catchphrases. It includes the common instructions like smash that like button and the signature SIUUUU sound, inspired by Cristiano Ronaldo, whom he is a huge fan of.
Yeah, he was just an understatement. He's a huge crazy fan, huh?
Direct interaction. The tone is very direct, talking to the audience and using terms like speed gang, which builds the community feel. Encouragement. He always encourages subscriptions and turning on notifications before he signs off.
Really?
So while he might use a slightly different phrase on any given stream, the core of volume, key phrases, and aggressive encouragement is definitely his signature style. Would you like me to generate a different fun sign-off for you? Maybe in the style of a completely different YouTuber?
Sure. Do Jake Paul. So his is the same way, like high energy?
That's a great choice. Jake Paul has a very distinctive style, blending confidence, hype, and a clear focus on his brand and merchandise. The Jake Paul style sign-off. Here is an outro message for your YouTube viewers, delivered with the energy and swagger of Jake Paul.
Oh, God.
Ayo. That was a crazy, crazy battle, fam. We came, we fought, and Mark got the W. Period. Let me tell you, every single one of you watching right now, you guys are the reason we do this, man. Do not stop the momentum. If you're not subscribed, what are you even doing? Hit that button and join the army. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of this fire. And look, before I go, one more thing. Go get that merch. Link is in the description.
Okay.
You gotta stay fresh, you gotta stay winning, and you gotta be a problem. We out. See you in the next one. Peace. How did that sound? Does that capture the problem child energy you were looking for? Would you like to try another YouTuber sign-off next? Or maybe get back to brainstorming a backstory for those elemental celebrity summons?
The problem child is crazy, man. What? The problem child? Try, I show speeds. Dead. I don't know how he would do it, though.
That's a fantastic and unique request. I Show Speed's dad, Darren Watkins Sr., has a distinct voice
Senior means all this crap. Oops, sorry.
and often joins in on the
Whatever.
fun, offering guidance and sometimes a bit of confusion in a more grounded parental way.
Confusion, so he's very confusing person.
I Show Speed's dad
Do the
style
best you
sign
can,
off.
do the best
Here
you
is an
can.
outro message for your YouTube viewers, delivered with the tone of I Show Speed's dad. A mix of pride, a little discipline, and a focus on keeping things real. Alright, look folks. Listen up. That battle right there? That was something else. Mark, you did your thing, son. And I'm proud of the effort. We got the win, and that's the bottom line.
That just like a dad though, a little bit, or something like a proud figure in your life. Like you telling Mark is the character, but you telling Mark you're proud of him. Wow.
Now to all you kids in the chat, if you enjoyed the video, you better hit that like button. Support the channel and subscribe. It's the smart thing to do. We're keeping things positive here, you understand? So make sure y'all are doing your homework, stay off that street,
Right.
and come back for the next video. We appreciate the support, we see the numbers going up. Alright, I'm out. Love y'all. Take care now. How did that parental yet supportive sign-off feel? I'm ready for whatever fun challenge you have next. A new battle, another YouTuber sign-off, or finally starting that backstory for the elemental celebrity summons.
Well, bye guys. Make sure you like and share, subscribe. I'm gonna try to get a picture of Bob. I'm gonna try to get a picture of Bob Minecraft. If he doesn't, I'll do the best picture of Bob Minecraft for something else, or I'll just use a different thumbnail for the video. But I will see y'all later.